Hello everybody, this is CoolKvothe, and I'm playing Hearthstone again. Just another episode moving forward here through my ranked play, and hopefully we can continue moving up the ranks. Now last time we lost one, we won one, we ended up kind of in the same position with 2 stars here at level 12. No real forward progress, but we're going to see if we could change that this time around. So in order to do that, we're actually going to play the rogue deck, which we don't play all that much, and see if it lasts or does as well at this range as it did the last time. The last time we played the rogue deck, this actually was a pretty good idea. When I played Rogue before, it was like, rank like 17 or 18, something like that. But we completely annihilated the other guy, and it led me to believe that the Rogue is, if not competitive, it is at least somewhat viable. And I've been kind of keeping him kind of tucked away here. I haven't played him until this rank at all. I've been playing the other decks and just kind of swapping around. But I think that this Rogue deck is not too horrible. And we might be able to trade with Hawk here and do something against this hunter. Alright, so I am going to keep Fan of Knives. I think I'm going to keep everything but Assassinate. Assassinate's kind of like, I don't really like Assassinate. I think it's kind of like a high-powered card for, kind of a, middling effect that you might be able to get in other ways. But destroying an enemy minion can also be a lifesaver. And I can't not have at least one of them in the deck, so I usually run one. Pagel is okay. Not my ideal starting card, but with the coin, it can kind of give us an advantage, so I do like it.
I feel icky.
So he's going to pull out the Leper Gnome. Kind of the most standard hunter start I think I've ever seen. I think I'm going to summon... I think I'm going to summon my dagger, actually. And we're going to take 4 damage on the chin from this guy no matter what, but I'd much rather do it now than next turn after he's already hit me for 2, so might as well just take him out early here and use my dagger to do it, which doesn't actually burn any cards in my hand except for the ring. He's just going to hit me for another 2 damage. So 2 turns, 6 damage. Not really the best trading of all time on my part, but at the very least we got rid of the Leper Gnome, and he has nothing on the board with which to attack me, so we're in not a horrible position. I'm going to summon Pagel now, and I'm going to attack him again, which is probably foolish, but I kind of want to get some damage in case I need to do a lot all at once. It may be more useful to actually use that against minions, but if he summons something with 1 health or something that I could kill with my dagger, I can either do it next turn or use Fan of Knives, so I'm not really that concerned about it, to be completely honest. Whereas Pagel can get me, that card draw, and it would be very surprising if he can pull off a 4 mana card, 4 attack card here to kill it. And if he does, it's probably going to be Arcane Golem, which quite frankly would be kind of a waste at this juncture in the game, since he's going to be giving me a mana crystal to work with if he does it, and then I'll be up to 4 and can actually do something with it. So I would not recommend it if I was him, but so that's probably the best card that you can summon when that Pagel is on the field. That's a little disappointing. Now he's just a 0/4, which does absolutely nothing for us except waste space. I don't believe I have much in the way of buffs in this deck, which means he's more or less completely useless. I guess I can hope that maybe I can give him Taunt or something like that. Or I could play Sunfire Cleric and give him +1/+1, which I think is what I'm going to do, simply because I really can't think of anything else where Pagel would be useless. Being a 1/5, at least will allow him to attack the minions like the Owl here. And he'll have some use to me instead of just being completely useless. The worst part is if he's a 0/4, I can't even get him off the board unless they attack him, and they have no real reason to at that point. So he's just going to attack me directly, so he's going to be one of those hunters. I don't like that strategy personally. I think it's a little reckless, but they, some of them eat it up. All they want to do is do as much damage as possible, and there is something to be said for that. As you've seen a couple episodes ago, I believe,
Here we go.
I did run a hunter in one episode, and I basically ignored the other guy, attacked him directly every single turn, and he had no way to keep up. And maybe that's the best bet, but in this specific instance, I'm not the biggest fan of it, because quite frankly, he's doing a lot of damage to me personally, but he's also giving me complete control over the board. So I'm guessing that's Explosive Trap or something of the like.
Push forward.
What's the cheapest minion I have? Right, I have to attack with Pagel, because if it's Freezing Trap, I get a chance to play him again. So that's obviously what I'm going to do here. Explosive Trap. Alright, so that's what I expected it to be. Okay.
Here we go.
So that's more or less what I expected, and I'm not really all that upset about it. I don't have anything in the way of taunt, so I'm in kind of a harrowing position here. And I mean, I have 17 health, which means I have more than even halfway, but I have to be wary of summoning too many creatures because I'm one, unleash the hounds away from getting stomped if he plays the right cards here. But he's actually playing kind of a board control, which is very strange. I guess he must, his cards in his hand must just kind of fall into that, that respect. But you don't see board control hunters too often, so it's kind of refreshing, to be completely honest with you.
To Northrend! Victory or death!
Okay, so I'm going to throw him out. He has his Divine Shield, which is going to make him difficult for him to kill. I'm doing this simply because if he wants to attack him on the chin to take it away, he's going to need to take damage himself. And he's going to attack me directly, it would seem. Yep.
Well played.
I'm guessing he has a Leroy Jenkins or something in his hand right now, but I'm not going to give him the satisfaction of giving up. Instead, I will... take out these minions as best I can.
Victory or death!
And as far as what else I can do, I can just summon Blood Mage Thalmos.
For vengeance!
And I'm guessing he has something to kill me, and he's just, being a kind of a jerk right now. Because the way he said last time, well played, yeah, he has a Timberwolf, so that means he's going to be doing 2, 4, 7 damage. He has 5 left, so a kill command's going to kill me, and that's what he's got. So, that's a Hunter deck right there. I see now that my rogue is ill-suited for hunter decks. I don't have anything in the way of healing or taunt, which is very difficult in order to try to slow down the rush. So we're not going to try the rogue deck again this time around. We're going to actually try Jiraxxus. And as I said before, it's one of my favorite decks to play. I haven't had a lot of play with it recently, especially on these streams. I've only played it a handful of times. And have done okay with it. I mean, I had that one loss, I think, but the other ones have all been victories. I don't like to, I almost feel like if I play it too much, I'm going to wear it out. I'm not going to want to play it anymore, and then my favorite deck will be gone, so. But whenever I get frustrated, I like to try it out, so we'll see how it goes. Now, this is a very dangerous combination here. Because obviously, this guy's playing a hunter. My deck is built purely around the concept of losing health. So I'm going to have to be very, very careful about how I compete with this guy. So that was more or less what I was hoping would happen, because I have nothing that I could play last turn, so all I could really do is life tap. If he played a minion, then I was going to be taking damage, and I'm glad I didn't have to do that. So he's probably going to use this on me, I'm guessing. We still have no minions out. Nope, he's going to play River Crocolisk. So he apparently has a beast deck. I've never seen anyone use River Crocolisk in any situation except a beast deck, so I assume that's what it is. Now, what I have here is, I feel like because it's a hunter, it's most likely going to attempt to rush. So I don't really want to postpone summoning something good, but I think that I can survive because of the way this has worked one more turn without it hurting me too much, and that'll mean that I'll get a 4-mana summon of Mountain Giant next turn, unless he comes out with something absolutely devastating. Alright, so the Stone Tusk Spore is not that. Okay. So we're going to summon Mountain Giant. And this is the first test for a Hunter deck. Now, Hunter decks, you might be able to summon enough stuff to kill it, but in a lot of cases, they don't have a lot that they can deal with in terms of Hunter decks. Now, alright, so that Deadly Shot is obviously the one card that they have that can do something, and now I look like a fool for summoning that card. And I'm probably going to lose because of that, because that takes away all my advantage. So this is not really the greatest moment that I'm the most proud of here, but
My eyes are open.
so I'm going to try to heal myself a little bit here, and I'm going to summon Ancient Watcher, and next turn I'll taunt him and then give myself a chance to not get killed. That was very unfortunate. I had assumed too much, I think, that he would have to at least do something or use some minions to kill it or something. Even if he had a kill command, I was going to be okay with that. But instead, alright, so this is a very questionable use of Unleash the Hounds, but I guess he's just trying to get a couple draws in here. Oh dear. Well, that's unfortunate. So I don't know why he's... Or he's just gonna do that. Alright, so he realizes Agent Watcher can't attack and is gonna choose instead to attack me directly. That is his mistake in a way, because quite frankly, even though he can't attack, he's still the best bet I have to kill everyone. So I have 6 health to work with here. If I use Shadow Flame, I can kill everybody on his side of the board, so I think I'm going to do that. It seems like it might be a little bit of a waste, but at the same time, I think I will die next turn if I don't. I'll summon Pagel. I don't really like that move, but I feel like the only way I was going to get out of that would be to do what I just did. And hopefully he just doesn't have like a zillion cards in his side of the deck. And that was incredibly lucky. I can't stand hunters that just get lucky. Like they play the Animal Companion. There's a taunt, like a normal minion, and then a charge minion. And the charge minion is the one everyone wants because it's instant 4 damage, and he gets the charge minion like every time. It's just absolutely frustrating. And God knows what he's sitting on right there. Voidwalker. That's pretty much a godsend here at this point. All right, Mountain Giant. So we're not gonna play Mountain Giant this turn. We're gonna play Molten Giant. And we're going to play
My shield
Defender of Argus. And we're going to play
Why do you
Voidwalker.
Howdy.
I had a feeling that's what that was going to be. I figured I might as well just, pop the trap right now. And, while everyone has full health, as opposed to later on when I might actually die as a result, so... So 2 turns. I need the last 2 turns. I can get Jiraxis and have a chance of actually winning the game. Gladiator Longbow, not the card I wanted to see. He's going to very questionably use it against that Pagel. And that's going to be the turn. So we survived. The question is how we can do so again. So one way or the other, I think this guy has to die this turn. And I'm not going to use Molten Giant to do it. It seems like a complete waste. So we're just going to do...
To the breach.
Alright, so we're just going to do something a little different. I'm thinking that... Now that I'm looking at this, I think one way or the other, I'm going to lose him. So it really does not matter.
Into the breach.
I'm just going to attack him directly and hope that I can survive into next turn where I can summon Jiraxis, gets a little bit of health back, and make a move to try to do something here. Oh dear. Well, I'm not sure if he can kill me, but it's going to be pretty damn close. He's going to sacrifice hounds, I think, to get me down to 5. Not sure what he's planning to summon now. Timberwolf. Alright, so now I know I'm done. Alright, so I'm down to 2. Luckiest man alive. And this is going to probably frustrate the hell out of him. I mean, I'm not going to die this turn, of course, because I'm going to summon a Draxus. I'm going to get out of it. And he's probably going to want to kill me after this, but, you know, so be it. So I'm going to go kind of even on this, I think. Pretty close to it. Now, I'm obviously within close shot of being killed here, but summoning Draxus changes the entire thing. So now I'm up to 15 health instead of 2. And he kind of busted enough trying to get me there, so he has no more Unleash the Hounds to work with. That does not mean even slightly that I've won this game. And I don't even think I'm close to it, to be completely honest with you. I think I'm in really tough shape here with the cards I got in my hand. But being able to summon an Infernal every single turn, if I've got a shot, it's right now. A secret, okay. Alright, so that's unfortunate. If ever I needed a taunt, it's right at this moment. I'm just going to attack and see if it's an exploding one. It might be. It is, okay. More or less what I expected. So we're going to summon Mountain Giant. And we're going to lethal next turn if he doesn't kill me. So this is really what it comes down to. Either way, you know, it's been a good game. I'm not going to say good game and try to look like a dick right now, because it's quite possible he will kill me. He has a decent amount on the field here. Let's see, 3, 5, and 5. So yep, that's going to be enough to kill me. That's unfortunate. But we gave it a good shot. As I said, it was lethal. We had 14 on the board right there, not to mention the fact that I can Soul Fire and attack for 3. So we had lethal and more than lethal on the board. We just had no way to stop him from killing us. And he still had, because of the ridiculous draw from the Unleash the Hounds turn, like a million cards to work with. So 2 losses in a row. It's a little embarrassing. I'm down to 12 with no stars left. And we're going to have to see if we can kind of turn that around next time. Of course, I'm still below the 300 threshold that I'm looking for. But that's going to be the end of this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's unfortunate that it had to end this way. But, you know, hopefully we'll have a little bit of a turnaround in the next episode. Until then, have yourself a good one.